So we will now call upon our moderator of the day, who is now the main speaker for this discussion, Mr. Mir Nejib Rahman, CEO of Xpence, Pakistan. Welcome back on stage, Mr. Mir.
It's not more about Gen Z, but general, how social media is impacting, especially in the digital landscape of the country, how it is being used. So this is, obviously I have some global statistics, which I will kind of pass through. I would be more interested in showing you the local Pakistan perspective, because, the data is a bit sketchy, but we have tried to get it as, much as possible. Before we start, just to grab your attention, there's a little exercise I want to do. It won't take more than a minute. When you read this, tell me how many A's you see in it, the letter A. I'll give you 30 seconds. There's a prize for the right answer. Letter A in this slide. Okay. Who said 12? Said 15? 15 is the right answer. I said on the screen, not on the not the text that I wrote, but I said on the screen. Anyways, quickly moving on. I'll jump into analytics. I've tried to cut the the presentation short. So in terms of regional preferences, blue is Facebook. Clearly across Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, larger percentage of the population is more inclined towards Facebook as compared to Twitter or some of the other media. Obviously, in some markets, YouTube is higher and so on and so forth. But largely, if you look at it, Facebook is the main driver. Also, based on the device usage, desktop versus tablet or mobile, I think hands down again, mobile is the has the largest market share for social media viewing, and I think that's pretty much prevalent in using banking as well, mobile banking and all. So Pakistan Advertisers Society just ran a poll. It may still be running, but I pulled up the figures from there. Which platform does your organization mainly use to promote their product and service? So this is purely Pakistan. Again, more than 76% of the respondents went for Facebook, and then so on and so forth. Surprisingly, TikTok is hardly, no one uses TikTok for some reason. As far as the people who are, the organizations are really not marketing on TikTok, which is quite surprising. When we talk about Gen Z and the younger lot, I think TikTok is now really gathering steam. And what is your organization's main goal for digital marketing? Majority are going for brand awareness, then product purchase, lead generation, and then web traffic. Total number of mobile devices is still, we don't really have an exact figure, but based on the data that I have tried to gather, whatever it is, 56% that is clear is the other smartphones, and 44% are still feature phones. So 44% is a huge number, and the estimated number of smartphones are now 57 million in Pakistan. It's anywhere from 46 to 57 million, depending on what data you look at. So per 100 adults, there are approximately 120 million adults in this country, age 18 years and above. So there are 47 smartphones per 100 adults in the country. And when it comes to number of mobile banking users per 100 personal banking accounts, so there are close to 60 million banking accounts in Pakistan. And so there are 21 out of 100 personal banking accounts are, using mobile banking. Yeah, 60 million. Now, this is according to the Pakistan Telecom Authority, their figures, that social media, the top 10 social media and video protocols by bandwidth. So that means that 56% of social media, bandwidth is being used by Facebook, followed by WhatsApp, Snapchat, and so on and so forth. And in terms of video protocol by use of bandwidth, obviously, because it's all video, so YouTube and then the others, and TikTok is now 16% and so on and so forth. Now, I did a quick survey of what is being really spent on, in terms of the revenue that a bank earns in Pakistan, what percentage of that goes to marketing. We don't have any distinction between digital marketing and normal marketing. They don't report that. But just to give you a figure, for instance, the highest, and that's the last column, marketing spend as a percent of income. So 2.7%. HBL spends the highest in terms of marketing, in terms of income. So 2.7% of the marketing budget of revenue is their marketing budget. So you can clearly say the average that these main banks spend is 1.14%, which is, in my view, very, very low. If you look at what's going on in the world, the red line shows you the North American and European perspective, which is over 10% of revenue is allocated to marketing, and in our country right now the banks are hovering below 3%. So that clearly shows that there's a lot of room for improvement or looking at digital marketing to really capture the new segments and so on and so forth. So I mentioned that as per State Bank, there are 60 million personal accounts as of December 2022. And social media subscribers or followers are approximately 22 million. So that still shows that even though there are 60 million personal accounts, there is duplication and triplication because one person can have 2 or 3 accounts. But if just assuming that one person, one account, so there's a huge gap in terms of social media subscribers. Now, these are the subscribers who are subscribed to the bank's Facebook page, Twitter account, Instagram, page, and so on and so forth. So this is that number. So all commercial banks, microfinance banks, electronic money institutions, mobile wallet, Telenor, Jazz, and so on and so forth. 75% usage is again on Facebook and followed by LinkedIn, surprisingly, and then the other media. Nizam Bank, as collectively with all social media like YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, has the highest number of subscriber base, close to 3 million. So they are doing something very well with their digital marketing and using the social media effectively as compared to some of the other banks. And so there's just a list of other banks going all the way down. So clearly, we can see a lot of banks are not really utilizing the social media because I'm not sure why, but there's really a lot of room to do that. And depending on their client segments and so on and so forth. So again, Facebook is over 13 million subscribers or likes, for the banks. So this is microfinance. Now, interestingly, microfinance banks, I took all of them, all 11 of them. Here, for some reason, LinkedIn seems to be the preferred choice for some reason, as compared to Facebook. So this is an interesting phenomena, and that too for a microfinance bank. So that was very interesting. Like, look at Telenor and Khushali and Finca, and even Jazz. It's very, very high. And then similarly with if I just look at the telco banks, EasyPaisa, JazzCash, and UPaisa, EasyPaisa has the highest in terms of subscriber base, close to 2 million, followed by Jazz and UPaisa. Even though they have millions of customers, so it's still a very, very small percentage or small number that is using these social media platforms. If you look at EMIs, which is Sada Pay, Naya Pay, and Finja, again, surprisingly, LinkedIn seems to be the more used one, or where they have more subscribers, followed by Facebook and Instagram. Quickly, this is the YouTube following. So these are the number of actual subscribers based on the data I collected on 25th of October. So almost 40 million views per day for HBL, followed by JazzCash, then EasyPaisa, and so on and so forth. And the list goes all the way down to some which are almost negligible. So obviously these banks are utilizing YouTube very well to engage with their customers and highlighting whatever the products and services that they wish to do. So in the end, so I've cut it very short, but I just thought I'd share those statistics. These are all the banks that we took the data from the social media platforms. So almost 43 banks and EMIs and microfinance and so on and so forth. So it's obviously a good representation of the entire banking sector and the EMIs, how they're using social media. So that's it. So I won't take any more of your time, and thank you very much.